Have you ever found yourself stirring from sleep in the deep stillness of night, your pulse quickening, with a distinct image of someone lingering clearly in your thoughts, and pondered why that particular individual and why at this specific moment? I'm intimately familiar with that very feeling, that deep intuition that what you experienced wasn't merely a dream state, but rather an actual encounter taking place within a different plane of being. The underlying truth is quite simple. Within the realm of dreams, chance plays no part. Each individual who manifests in your sleeping consciousness has been thoughtfully selected by your innermost self, your soul. It's not your waking mind attempting to sort through the day's scattered impressions. Nor is it merely the consequence of an indigestible meal consumed late at night. Instead, it's orchestrated by the most profound and sagacious aspect of your being, the part that maintains an unbroken link to the spiritual domain. As your eyelids gently close and you drift into slumber, something truly remarkable unfolds. Your material form settles into repose, yet your awareness stretches far beyond its usual confines. You pass through an unseen gateway, which serves as a bridge between our tangible reality and the boundless energetic universe. It is within this domain, known by ancient wisdom as the astral plane, that your soul can finally communicate without the influence of the analytical mind, clear of the ego's perceptions, and undisturbed by the routines of daily existence. And it chooses to communicate through people because we are fundamentally interconnected beings. Our journey of spiritual development invariably unfolds through the interactions we have with others. Each individual who crosses our path, whether in our waking moments or in our slumbering visions, brings a message, imparts a lesson, or serves as a reflection of something we are meant to observe. Consider this with me for a moment. How many individuals have you come to know? Perhaps hundreds, even thousands, across your lifetime. Colleagues, family members, companions from childhood, acquaintances, from social media, or even that solitary person you glimpsed just once on a passing bus. Your mind stores the memory of all these faces somewhere deep within. But in the landscape of your dreams, who nearly always appears? It's often the same familiar faces, or that particular person you haven't encountered in years, or someone you've only recently met, yet who ignites an inexplicable sensation within you, a presence that is anything but random. Your soul utilizes these dream figures as potent symbols, delivering truths you're meant to confront. When a past partner appears in a dream, it might not be about them. Rather, it signifies what they embody in your journey. When your departed grandmother appears, is she truly visiting you or symbolizing ancestral wisdom you must access? When a distant friend shows up, are they thinking of you at that moment, forming an energetic link between you? The answer often depends. Throughout this narration, you'll learn to interpret each type of appearance. Before delving into details, however, grasp this core principle. Dreams are the soul's native language. While awake, you speak Portuguese, English, Spanish, but your spiritual essence communicates through images, symbols, sensations, and encounters. It leverages the only time your conscious mind is quiet enough to hear, during your sleep. Spiritual researchers spanning a wide array of traditions, from ancient indigenous shamans to revered Tibetan masters, from profound Kabbalists to insightful Jungian psychology scholars, consistently arrive at a single point of agreement. They concur that the realm of dreams holds the same authentic reality as our tangible physical world. The fundamental distinction, however, is that within this ethereal space, the conventional laws of physics simply do not apply. Time ceases to be linear. The boundaries of space become limitless, and your soul is granted absolute liberty to manifest the very encounters it knows you most urgently require. Your deeper essence comprehends you more profoundly than your conscious self ever could. It is intimately aware of your unaddressed wounds. It recognizes your slumbering gifts. It discerns the relationships in your life that either need mending or gentle release. It perceives the enduring connections from past existences that continue to subtly influence your current reality. And in its wisdom, it harnesses dreams as a hallowed space for profound revelation and transformative evolution. So, if you awaken today with a vivid memory of someone from your dream, take a thoughtful moment to pause, breathe deeply, and quietly inquire, what wisdom is this presence imparting to me? Which aspect of myself does this person embody? What vital message lies concealed within this interaction? The clarity you seek will, in time, gently unfold. Answers may not appear instantly, yet they will arrive. For when you pose the right inquiries, the cosmos always replies. An unseen thread connects you to every individual you have cherished, resented, or whose presence has touched your spirit in some manner. This is not merely a metaphor. I speak instead of an energetic reality that can be sensed, perceived, and even witnessed by those with developed spiritual sensitivity. Spiritual masters refer to these as energetic chords. Have you ever experienced that inexplicable sensation of someone thinking of you, or unexpectedly recalled a person, only for them to call you minutes later? That is no mere coincidence. It is the vibration journeying through those invisible chords that connect us. Each time you form an emotional bond, be it of love, anger, gratitude, or resentment, you establish an energetic bridge between your two auric fields. The stronger the emotion, the stronger the chord becomes. These energetic connections do not simply vanish just because you no longer see the individual. They continue to be vibrant, throbbing with data, recollections, and vitality until you intentionally release or transform them. This explains why you might still encounter that individual from long ago in your dreams. The connection persists even if you haven't spoken to them in 10 years. Furthermore, during slumber, as the conscious mind's boundaries soften, these threads transform into pathways for souls to communicate. However, there's a profounder element at work within this dynamic. Prior to embodying this physical existence, we enter into soul-level agreements, spiritual pacts with other spirits who consented to join us on our evolutionary path. Your father, your mother, that love who caused you heartbreak, that companion who disappointed you. Each of them made a sacred covenant with you before their birth. This agreement states they would manifest in your life and fulfill a particular purpose to assist you in mastering the lessons you selected to undertake. Within the realm of dreams, these profound soul contracts become apparent. Your encounters with particular individuals in the astral dimension are never coincidental, but rather occur because you have an unfolding purpose together. Perhaps healing to accomplish, forgiveness to grant, affection to openly share, or simply a quiet confirmation that a prior understanding has been fulfilled and it is time to progress. Consider your essence, your soul, akin to a broadcasting station. During your waking hours, you're typically tuned to the tangible frequency of everyday physical existence, occupied by concerns like daily obligations, busy commutes, and pressing duties. Yet, as you drift into slumber, your energetic vibration naturally elevates. You begin to receive transmissions from different channels. And who else might be broadcasting on these more refined wavelengths? The spirits of those with whom you share profound connections. When an individual's thoughts focus intensely upon you, the resulting energetic current traverses space. It seeks out the invisible thread linking your beings and journeys along this pathway to enter your energy field. By day, your logical intellect may well screen out such information. However, in the quiet of the night, as you become open and impressionable, that message is able to permeate, manifesting as a vivid dream. Contemporary scientific inquiry is starting to affirm insights that ancient spiritual practitioners have long held to be true. Research into quantum entanglement suggests that two particles, once they have shared a connection, remain in immediate communication, no matter how vast the distance separating them. If this holds true at the subatomic dimension, then why would it not apply to the realm of our consciousness? We are, ourselves, composed of the very same particles that make up the entire universe. Our essence is pure, concentrated energy, and energy, by its nature, recognizes no physical limits. This principle helps to explain why you sometimes dream of individuals residing on opposite sides of the planet, and why the presence of beloved individuals who have departed often feels so incredibly real during these moments, because in essence, they truly are real. Their consciousness continues to exist on a different frequency, and while in slumber, you are able to attune yourself to that specific vibration. But there's an important insight many may not fully grasp. You are, in fact, also establishing energetic connections, even at this very moment. Every single thought you direct towards another, every emotion you experience for a person is either fortifying or diminishing these subtle bonds. When you frequently dwell on past hurts and allow anger to fester, you sustain detrimental energetic ties. These connections will persistently draw those individuals into your dreams, not through your conscious desire, but because that energy seeks resolution. Conversely, when you cultivate genuine forgiveness, a sense of gratitude, and unconditional love, you elevate the very nature of those bonds. They are no longer restrictive enclosures, but instead become radiant pathways of connection. The dreams that emerge from these elevated connections are profoundly distinct. They manifest as moments of healing, profound blessings, and confirmations of your shared evolution, even when separated by distance. Reflect on the individuals who consistently appear in your dreams. Inquire within. What energetic dynamic do I continue to sustain with them? Is there an lingering matter that requires attention? Is my soul attempting to convey a message through these nightly encounters? For the underlying reality is this: you possess greater influence over your energetic connections than you might currently perceive. You are not merely a passive participant in your dreams. You participate in shaping these moments. Your soul employs dream interactions to map your spiritual bonds, guiding you toward healing, growth, and freedom. When you truly grasp that you are constantly in energetic contact with every soul who touched your life, a responsibility arises. Guard your frequencies, elevate your vibrations, dissolve unserving energetic cords, strengthen connections, nourishing your evolution. At 3 a.m., you suddenly wake. The dream is vivid, almost tangible. That person was there, gazing into your eyes, saying something vital. You pick up your phone to find 2 unread messages from them, sent minutes ago. Mere chance? No. This is a common, yet least understood, energetic exchange between living individuals. As you rested, their awareness connected with yours. They intended to connect with you on a spiritual level, even before making contact in the physical world. And your inner self received that communication. This occurs much more frequently than you might realize, happening constantly. When another individual holds you in their thoughts with powerful feelings, whether it's yearning, apprehension, affection, or even irritation, that energy generates a subtle current that travels directly to you. During daylight hours, everyday preoccupations tend to shield you from these transmissions. Yet, in the quiet of the night, as your usual defenses gently lower, the message can finally arrive. There are 3 primary categories of dreams involving living individuals that convey these direct messages. The first type is the clearest. The person requires your presence or assistance. This might manifest as an unspoken plea for support, an unvoiced difficulty, or a profound sense of isolation they cannot articulate. Your deeper awareness perceives this long before your conscious mind does, and the dream serves as an important signal. The second kind is when the person is intently focused on you, preparing to reach out, hoping to resolve an issue, or simply missing you deeply. Awakening from such a dream often brings a distinct feeling, a heaviness in your chest, an undeniable conviction that reaching out to that person is necessary. When you eventually make contact, you often find they, too, had been hoping to connect with you. This phenomenon is particularly common with individuals with whom you share profound connections, former partners, kindred spirits, or beloved family members. The unseen energetic thread linking you functions much like a spiritual cordless telephone. When their thoughts turn to you with genuine feeling, like picking up their receiver, your subconscious rings while you slumber. The third category, however, is both more subtle and inherently more potent. These are unexpressed communications, the truths a person never found the courage to voice directly to you. During waking hours, these might be pleas for absolution, heartfelt proclamations of affection, or admissions of concealed realities. Yet, within the astral realm, unhindered by the ego's defenses and free from the apprehension of rejection, souls engage in communication with profound candor. Have you ever experienced a dream where someone offers an apology despite never having done so in your waking existence? This phenomenon is not merely a product of hopeful imagination. It is their deeper self operating on a distinct plane of awareness, acknowledging an error and yearning for resolution. While their conscious mind might never confess it, their true essence understands and seeks you within dreams to achieve inner peace. What's truly intriguing is that these ethereal communications in sleep are not solely one-sided. You might also be transmitting thoughts without your conscious awareness. Perhaps that companion who reappeared unexpectedly after many years had envisioned you in a dream just days prior. The individual you often find yourself contemplating may be absorbing your subtle energetic vibrations while they slumber. We function like living conduits, continuously sending and receiving impressions, The difference lies in most people's inability to consciously attune themselves. They lack the discernment to differentiate between a fleeting, random dream and an actual profound message. And here is the profound insight. Direct your attention to the feeling. When a dream is merely a product of mental activity, your mind organizing accumulated memories, you awaken and the details fade swiftly. However, when it conveys an authentic communication from a living individual, you awaken with a profound sense of knowing, a pressing conviction. Occasionally, you might find their voice resonating within your mind, or their name may stay with you throughout the hours. My consistent counsel is this: if you awaken with a particular individual on your thoughts, without a clear cause, do not disregard that feeling. Reach out with a text. Initiate a phone conversation. Inquire if all is well in their world. More often than not, you will discover that indeed, they were experiencing something significant. And the mere gesture of your connection will provide a profound sense of ease for both of you, for there exists an unseen harmony guiding these moments of contact. No occurrence is by chance. When individuals share dreams of one another on the very same evening, and yes, this phenomenon occurs more frequently than one might imagine, it suggests an energetic exchange unfolding between those two spirits. Perhaps an unresolved matter awaits clarity. A crucial mending is underway, or it is simply an affirmation that the bond shared between you surpasses any physical separation. However, remain mindful of a frequent misconception. Not every dream involving another person indicates a need for direct intervention or action. Occasionally, the insight conveyed is solely intended for your own understanding. Sometimes, it's for you to work through matters deep within yourself, without requiring the direct involvement of another individual. The true distinction often rests in the emotional resonance that accompanies your dream. Should you awaken feeling tranquil, imbued with a sense of completion or clear understanding, then the communication has already been successfully conveyed and absorbed. In such instances, there's little left to do but embrace a feeling of quiet gratitude. However, if your awakening leaves you feeling restless, perhaps with a powerful urge to connect and lingering queries unanswered, then it might indeed be an opportune moment to reach out, recognizing that these nocturnal messages aren't solely from those you hold dear. Occasionally, individuals who have caused you pain may appear within your dreamscape, perhaps because at a deeper level, they are grappling with feelings of culpability, regret, or an intrinsic desire for reconciliation. You retain the complete freedom to decide if and how you wish to respond to this energetic connection. To forgive does not necessarily imply a need for rekindling old ties. Instead, it signifies a gentle release of stagnant energy, allowing both individuals to find their path forward. Allow me to offer you a vital thought to hold on to. Remember, you are never truly by yourself, not even within the vast landscape of your dreams. A delicate, unseen tapestry weaves all consciousness together. When someone pulls a thread in that intricate web by thinking of you, its subtle vibration always finds its way to you. There's a specific kind of dream you truly never forget. It's where a departed loved one appears so genuinely real, so incredibly vivid, that you can feel their embrace, hear their laughter, and observe every feature of their face. You awaken with tears upon your face and an undeniable certainty deep within your heart. That was no ordinary dream. It was a true meeting. And you're right, it was. Passing on isn't the end of a connection. It's simply a change of dwelling place. The person you cherish didn't cease existing. They simply shifted to a different frequency of reality. And dreams serve as the most accessible bridge between the physical and spiritual realms. It's the sole time your own vibration elevates sufficiently to meet theirs midway. Mediums, shamans, and spiritual guides from all traditions affirm this truth. These spiritual visits within dreams are genuinely real. They are not merely echoes of your grief, nor your mind fabricating comfort. These are authentic connections, genuine meetings between your spirit and the soul of the one who has departed. And there are distinct indicators that allow us to differentiate a true visitation from a typical dream about that individual. The primary indicator is profound clarity. In an ordinary dream state, things often feel perplexing, indistinct, and illogical. One might find themselves in multiple locations simultaneously. Faces of individuals may shift and transform. The unfolding narrative often lacks a coherent meaning. However, during a spiritual encounter, every aspect is perfectly lucid. The person presents themselves precisely as you remember, or sometimes appearing younger, healthier, and radiant. The setting is uncomplicated. The communication is direct. Disorder is absent. Instead, a clear intention is present. The secondary indicator is the sensation experienced upon awakening. After such a visit, you do not awaken with sorrow. You stir instead with a profound sense of tranquility. Even if tears flowed during the dream itself, a deep calm resides within your chest. A reassuring awareness that all is well and that the person is at peace. This occurs because the spirit genuinely came to you, offering that very confirmation. The final indicator involves particular communications. During authentic visitations, the individual conveys information you could not have possibly known, or provides direction concerning the current situations within your life. They might speak of something yet to occur, advise you against a particular decision, or offer comfort regarding a struggle you haven't even confided in anyone. This serves as proof that it isn't solely memory at play, but rather active communication. There are accounts of people who dreamt of departed family members revealing the whereabouts of misplaced documents, who offered warnings about health concerns before an official diagnosis, or who imparted wisdom on relationships that didn't even exist during their lifetime. How could your own consciousness invent such specific details? The explanation is quite simple. It couldn't, because the source was not your own mind. Instead, it was their awareness accessing insights from a spiritual dimension where the parameters of time and space do not operate in the customary manner. Within that realm, they are able to perceive the complete unfolding of your journey. And when there is something vital you need to comprehend, they will always find a means to reach you. The fourth indication is the inherent energy of the dream itself. Spiritual encounters often manifest with a unique vibrational signature. Within these dreams, the light possesses an altogether different quality. Hues appear, either strikingly vibrant or possess an unusual softness. An impression often arises that you're occupying a space unbound by temporal constraints. And above all, the prevailing sentiment is one of profound affection. Regardless of any interaction or spoken words within the dream, an unmistakable wave of pure love radiates from their being. This phenomenon occurs because, beyond the earthly partition, the individual's self-concept dissipates. Lingering grievances, past animosities, and personal vanity are all shed. All that persists is the unadulterated core of the spirit, and this fundamental essence recognizes nothing but boundless affection. Consequently, even if the individual presented challenges during their earthly existence, and even if disagreements arose, their post-mortem dream visitations manifest as their most elevated manifestation. Numerous individuals recount dream experiences where deceased parents seek pardon. Partners who departed unexpectedly frequently return to offer a final farewell. Young friends whose lives ended prematurely materialize to convey their state of tranquility. Such spiritual encounters serve as profound acts of restoration. These are blessings from the unseen world, enabling you to bring closure to past chapters, let go of remorse, and journey ahead with a heart unburdened. However, there is a significant understanding to embrace. Not every soul who has departed will manifest their presence to you instantly. A gentle period of adjustment is undertaken by spirits following their transition. Some require a quiet space to attune to their transformed existence. Others are deeply engaged in their own journey of growth and evolution in the realms beyond. And still others thoughtfully honor your period of grief, patiently awaiting the perfect moment to reveal themselves. Should you be anticipating a visit that has not yet occurred, it is not a sign that the individual holds no affection for you. Rather, it signifies that the rhythm of the spiritual dimension operates differently from our earthly concept of time. Such a connection will unfold precisely when your spirit is genuinely prepared to welcome it. When your sorrow has softened sufficiently for you to sense their closeness without becoming overwhelmed. And there are gentle steps you can take to encourage these precious encounters. Before you drift into slumber, cultivate a welcoming, energetic atmosphere. Offer a heartfelt prayer, illuminate a candle's flame, and with an open, loving heart, extend an invitation for the soul to draw near. Let your approach be one of love, not desperation. Invite rather than demand. Then release it. Trust that if it aligns with your highest good, this encounter will occur. When this visitation occurs, notice every detail. Words spoken, your feelings, and the message conveyed. Jot down everything immediately upon waking, for these dreams fade from memory quicker than typical ones. They seem crafted from a more ethereal essence, needing swift anchoring onto paper. Understand this. Our loved ones never truly depart. Though no longer physically present, they continue walking beside us on a different plane. Dreams are their windows through which they wave, reminding us that love outlasts passing, that we are eternal, that we will meet again. You awoke pondering that person, the one you were sure you'd move past. Years have passed. You've since built a new life, even finding another companion. However, the vividness of the dream left you unsettled throughout the day, prompting you to ponder many things. You wondered, why at this moment? And why does this individual continue to surface in my slumber? Pause for a moment and breathe. This experience does not indicate a lack of progress in your journey, nor does it signify lingering romantic feelings. When former partners make an appearance in your nightly visions, it's often your deeper self navigating complexities far beyond your waking awareness. Occasionally, their presence isn't about them as an individual at all. Instead, they function as a metaphor, a signal of a past time or an embodiment of who you were during that particular phase of your existence. Consider it from this perspective. This past figure symbolizes the person you were during your time together. It encompasses your aspirations, your anxieties, and your convictions from that specific era. When such a figure arises in your dreamscape, your innermost self is gently returning to that previous iteration of yourself. It's in the process of internalizing insights gained from that time. It's also mending emotional hurts that emerged within that relationship, yet whose origins run far deeper. Quite frequently, a former flame reappears in your dreams, just as you are on the verge of reliving an old behavioral pattern. Your inner self reveals these figures to signal, observe, you are revisiting this scenario, selecting an identical relationship pattern with an unfamiliar individual. This dream serves as a cautionary message, a gentle nudge reminding you that this path is familiar and its conclusion is already known to you. At other moments, a former partner may surface in your dream state once you have fully absorbed the wisdom that particular connection was meant to impart. In such instances, the dream acts as a profound rite of passage, a spiritual advancement. Their manifestation in your dream then feels serene, tranquil, devoid of any emotional turmoil. Simply because you experienced their image in your sleep does not indicate a need to initiate communication. Take a breath. Allow yourself to reflect. Consider deeply. What insights is this dream offering about my own being? Which aspect of myself does this individual embody? Which recurring theme am I being invited to notice? Cultivate gratitude for the learning, for the bond, and for the recollection. Regardless of how the partnership concluded, that individual played a role in your personal odyssey. Acknowledge and respect that contribution. Have you ever experienced a dream featuring someone from your past, only to awaken feeling entirely perplexed about its significance? This is the profound insight that has the power to utterly transform your understanding of your nocturnal visions. Many of the figures who populate your dreams rarely represent themselves. Instead, they often embody aspects of you. Indeed, that envious friend who sabotages you in a dream reflects your own inner envy, parts you might avoid facing. The controlling mother who stifles you, that's your fear of losing all control. The beloved who rejects you, it's the self-rejection you impose daily, often unnoticed. So, how do you discern when a dream figure mirrors you and isn't a message about them? Observe the dominant emotion. If the dream makes you angry, ashamed, jealous, or deeply uncomfortable, it's likely touching a shadow. Shadow is Jung's term for the parts of us we deny, repress, or reject. Everyone possesses shadows. The wise person is not without shadows, but one who recognizes and integrates them. Conversely, when a figure emerges in your dream exhibiting admirable qualities such as bravery, innovation, strong leadership, or deep empathy, that individual is truly mirroring unexpressed potentials residing within you. It's as if your innermost self is gently whispering, "See, these attributes are inherently yours too. You simply need to acknowledge and embrace them." Before we proceed further, should your intention be to profoundly alter your personal reality from its very core, I extend a warm invitation to partake in the Quantum Thinking Challenge. This consists of 21 focused days where you will acquire straightforward yet profoundly effective methods to elevate your vibrational frequency, reshape ingrained mental patterns and begin manifesting all that you desire. Many participants have already shared accounts of remarkable breakthroughs. Perhaps you could be the next to experience such a transformation. Details for access are readily available in the initial pinned comment. Imagine you once dreamt of an acquaintance you hadn't encountered in numerous years. Within this dream, she was visibly pregnant. Then, merely 3 days later, you discover that she is in fact expecting a child. Is this truly mere chance? Or could it be that your soul managed to access information that had not yet fully materialized within our tangible world? The deeper truth is that the concept of time does not operate in the linear fashion we have traditionally been taught to perceive it. The realms of past, present, and future coexist all at once within diverse dimensions of existence. As you drift into slumber, your awareness transcends the confines of your physical form, allowing you to access these various chronological paths. Dreams that foreshadow events concerning particular individuals occur with greater frequency than commonly perceived. Your intrinsic essence possesses the ability to detect the energetic vibrations of occurrences as they begin to coalesce within the universal field prior to their complete manifestation. This is akin to observing storm clouds assemble on the horizon before the first drops of rain descend. The impending weather system is already taking shape, and you are simply sensing its precursors ahead of everyone else. Among these experiences, there are 3 primary categories of foretelling dreams that center around other individuals. The initial category is known as the personal alert. In such dreams, you might envision a loved one facing peril, experiencing illness, or navigating a challenging period. Then, within days or weeks, you discover that a genuine event transpired involving that individual, mirroring your dream. Your soul had attuned itself to the energetic signature of the situation well before its full development. The subsequent category represents an intimation of significant transformation. You envision a person in a wholly novel environment, a new residence, a different occupation, or a fresh relationship. Then, soon after, you learn that individual is genuinely navigating just such a transformation. Your awareness seems to tap into a future period where this shift was already developing. This phenomenon occurs particularly with individuals sharing profound energetic connections with you. Mothers foreseeing major life events for their children in dreams. Best friends intuitively sensing crucial shifts before their disclosure. Partners discerning the energy of shifts their loved one hasn't even articulated. The third category comprises the rarest and most potent collective premonitions. You envision a prominent public personality, and the dream reveals details of future occurrences impacting a wide populace. Documented instances exist of individuals dreaming of calamities, electoral outcomes, or historical moments involving public figures, days or months prior to their unfolding. This is not mere law, it is spiritual quantum mechanics. At the microscopic quantum level, particles inhabit various states at the same time until they are observed. Likewise, within the realm of consciousness, events yet to unfold linger as mere possibilities until they manifest firmly in the present moment. And it is during the tranquility of sleep that perceptive minds can access these latent potentials. But a common query often arises. If your dreams reveal something challenging happening to an individual, does that signify its unavoidable occurrence? No, it does not. And this is the most crucial understanding regarding dreams of foresight. The future is not a predetermined path. Instead, it is a landscape of probabilities. Many different potential timelines are unfurling all at once. When you experience a dream of warning, you are glimpsing the most probable sequence of events shaped by present energies and current decisions. But you hold the inherent power to influence or change that path. A dream that offers a glimpse into the future exists precisely to grant you the chance to alter the direction of upcoming events. Should you dream of an unfortunate incident involving someone dear to you, you can offer them a caution. Encourage them to exercise particular care on that specific day. You might also choose to send them thoughts of protective energy. The mere gesture of acknowledging a premonition often shifts the surrounding energy sufficiently to redirect the impending event. You've just awakened. The vision lingers vividly within your thoughts. That individual felt undeniably present, impossible to disregard. Its communication was unmistakable. So, will you simply rise, prepare a drink, let it vanish from memory within a couple of hours, and proceed with your day, as though nothing significant occurred? No, that approach no longer applies, for you now understand that particular dream was not merely nocturnal diversion. It represented hallowed communication. Such sacred messages demand a reaction. They call for reverence, and they necessitate action. The inaugural practice is the most straightforward, yet possesses the greatest influence. Secure the dream's essence before it dissipates. These nocturnal visions consist of an otherworldly essence, commencing its dispersion the moment your eyes unveil the day. A brief interval of approximately 5 minutes is available before these specific elements become permanently inaccessible. Therefore, prior to engaging in any other activity, before reaching for your device, before entering the washroom, before exchanging words with another, take hold of a journal and document your experience. Its presentation does not require aesthetic perfection. There's no need for perfect logic here. Simply transfer all your recollections onto the paper. Recall the individuals, the settings, the hues, the sensations, the phrases spoken, the various emblems. Move quickly. Record everything swiftly, as your logical mind is stirring and will soon begin to revise, explain, and dismiss elements that appear illogical. Prevent it from taming the raw jumble. Understanding will emerge at a subsequent time. For many years, I've maintained a particular journal right beside my bed. On certain mornings, I awaken and fill 3 pages, while on others, I might only jot down a handful of lines. Yet, this profound practice of documenting my dreams has grown into an indispensable routine, as I've discovered that the dreams I fail to note are precisely those carrying the most significant insights. And I've permitted far too many precious communications to slip away due to simple inaction. Following the act of writing comes the subsequent observance, focusing on the sensations. Allow your eyes to close once more. Draw in a slow, deep breath and immerse yourself again in the emotional current of the dream. Concentrate not on the sequence of events, but purely on the underlying sentiment. Observe how your physical self feels in this moment. Perhaps buoyant, weighed down, restless, or perfectly serene. Consider if there's a particular part of your physical being that's responding. Perhaps a tightness in your chest, a twisting sensation in your stomach, or a closed feeling in your throat. Your body holds a deeper truth that your conscious mind might try to mask. For instance, if you awoke from a dream where someone offered you forgiveness, yet your body feels rigid and guarded, it signals that something still lingers unresolved. Conversely, if you experienced a dream that seemed troubling, but your physical self is at ease, the message was likely one of liberation, not danger. Simply immerse yourself in that sensation for a few moments. Direct your breath into it. Allow your inner being to convey the dream's true meaning. This is profound bodily wisdom, and its guidance is always accurate. The third practice is thoughtful inquiry. Take what you've documented and begin to pose specific questions to yourself. Reflect on why this individual emerged at this very moment. What occurrences in your life might have prompted your inner being to call forth this particular presence? Which aspect of yourself does this person seem to embody? What quality, unresolved issue, or inherent strength might she be reflecting back to you? What was the predominant feeling within the dream? What message is this emotion conveying about your current reality? Is there any tangible step you should consider taking based on this dream experience? Do not strive to find immediate answers. Instead, allow these inquiries to gently reside within your consciousness as you move through your day. The insights may surface during a shower, while driving, or within an unexpected conversation. Your soul will continue its communication through meaningful coincidences. Your dreams possess as much power as you permit them to wield. Should you awaken, dismiss them, and proceed without reflection, these visions will persist, intensifying until they unmistakably capture your notice. However, if you establish a thoughtful practice of honoring each message, of questioning, experiencing, integrating, and acting upon them, you will uncover a personal source of wisdom working for you every single night. When you embrace this heightened state of awareness, this deliberate collaboration with your inner self, your existence transforms. The sensation of being adrift ceases. You no longer search for resolutions externally, for you possess an immediate conduit to the profoundest knowledge available, your very own. Therefore, this evening, as you prepare for slumber, approach it from a fresh perspective. Prior to letting your eyelids close, establish a clear purpose. I welcome the insights my soul wishes to convey. I shall recall my nocturnal visions and respect the wisdom they unveil. Position your journal and writing instrument near your bedside and cultivate a sense of trust, for you do not traverse this path in solitude. Your spirit accompanies you, offering direction, caution, restoration, and enlightenment. Furthermore, each individual manifesting in your dreamscape serves as an emissary, delivering precisely the information you require at the precise moment it is destined for you. Awaken, record, perceive, inquire, assimilate, respond. Your nocturnal narratives anticipate your engagement. Your inner being patiently awaits your attention. And beyond that subtle curtain, every individual who has ever left their mark upon your existence, whether physically present or not, persistently walks with you, encountering you each night within that hallowed domain where the very notions of time and space cease to hold sway, where solely genuine connection, profound solace, and everlasting love prevail. Hold this awareness in high regard. Cherish your deepest aspirations and observe your life unfold and change in astonishing ways you had never thought conceivable.